Hey you all, welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, today I'm going to be talking about a lump that I found in my right breast. So I'm just going to go right ahead and get into the video in the story, just so that I don't have this long intro. So yeah. So starting from the beginning, a couple weeks ago, I was just laying in my bed, and you know, like girls are supposed to like give themselves like a weekly or like a monthly, I'm not quite sure, like a breast exam to like look for lumps and bumps and you know, things just aren't normal. So that's what I was doing, which sounds really weird, but that's what I was doing, and my left breast was completely fine. It felt normal to me. But my right one, I felt like a little bump. It felt like it was like this big, which I guess is pretty big. I don't know. But that's what I felt in my right breast. And I was like, okay. So I kind of just like ignored it for a couple of days just to see if it would go away. And of course, like I Googled it, like, oh my gosh, what is a lump in your breast? Like... And of course, everything bad came back. Like, you have this, you have that. But anyways, I wasn't really nervous about that. So I decided, since it wasn't going away after a few days, I decided that I would go to the doctor. So I went to my gyno, my OBGYN, and she, like, you know, gave me a breast exam or whatever. And she said, yeah, I feel that lump. But also just... I know I'm kind of fast forwarding through the story. I'm sorry. I'm such a bad storyteller. But when I first found the lump, like it didn't hurt or anything. It just felt kind of hard. And it was more close to like my nipple, to be honest. It wasn't like in the middle of my boob or anything. So it was like hard, and it felt like just like a bit like a knot like that size, like I said earlier. So anyways, fast forward again, I went to my gyno. She felt it, and she's like, yeah, I do feel that. She thought it was something called fibroadenoma, or fibroadenoma, I think that's how you say it, which is basically just like your breast tissue, from my understanding, like clumping together. But she said that just to be safe, to go get an ultrasound. This is like my third time trying to film this segment. So I think where I left off was my gyno told me to go get an ultrasound and possibly a mammogram, depending on what the ultrasound says. So about 5 days later, I went to go get an ultrasound done, and it was, I don't remember what day it was on, but I did go get that done. And then what they said was the ultrasound, whoever reads the ultrasounds, I don't remember what they're called, but what he said was that he needed me to go get a mammogram because he couldn't read the ultrasound good or something like that. So basically, that was my next step. I got that done, my mammogram, and what's really weird about the mammogram is it's this machine, this huge machine, and it has like a little section where it's like a clear glass thing, and you have to stick your boob in the glass thing, and the machine just like squeezes them. So you have to like do different angles of it so they can take good pictures, and the harder that they are able to squeeze onto your boob, the better the picture will be. So basically the ultrasound, or the mammogram technician, she said that she has full control over how tight it goes. So she said, let me know when it's like unbearable. So I let her know, of course, but it just like squeezes you and squeezes you, and it's like diagonal. I had to do both sides just to so that they can compare. But anyways, so I got that done. It probably lasted about 10 minutes. It wasn't that long. It wasn't too bad. I know I've heard horror stories about it, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I think people are over exaggerating, but maybe I just have a high pain tolerance. I don't know. But anyway, so after that was done, I didn't get any results that day. My gyno called me back maybe a week later and told me that she said, everything looks okay. She does see, you know, that thing, but she doesn't really know what it is. She said, come back in 8 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks to see if it goes down, because it could be because of around like ovulation and your period and stuff, that those little, I'm calling them nodules, I don't know what to call them, show up. So I'm going back in about 4 weeks now, to just a follow-up to see the status on that. So hopefully everything's good with that. I just wanted to share that with you guys and my experience with it. But it wasn't that bad, and I really don't think people should be afraid of it, because every woman's gonna have to go through it. But you know, for me it was a-okay, nothing too crazy. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions about, you know, a mammogram or, you know, lumps and bumps, you know, leave them down below. I'm not an expert, but I can maybe answer a couple questions since I have one in my boob, which is weird to say, but anyways, yeah, I'm in no way, shape, or form a doctor. And again, if you guys have any advice for me personally, leave it down below also, so that I can read those and, you know, kind of maybe something can help me with this thing that's going on with me. So anyways, I will try to update you guys again after I have that doctor's appointment and let you know how everything is going. I'm sure everything will be just fine. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Fan up the front of my brows in the direction that I went, and the rest I kind of fan it upward